In society, many individuals join clubs, they join sports or other activities to really keep themselves involved in society, and many do not realize that this can help your mental health immensely. The transgender community lacks a lot of these things, or they just don't feel safe that they can join these things due to the stigmatisms on them, or the harassment, or just the daily struggles that they go through. And so over the years, they've increasingly gotten more opportunities and more acceptance in local communities. So I decided to create a short documentary to show the transgender community that they have some opportunities and provide examples and ideas on ways the transgender community can be involved and stay involved and help benefit themselves, but also spread awareness and advocacy for these individuals themselves.
In this video, I hope to focus on the opportunities that the transgender individuals have to be involved in their community, whether this is sports or online organizations, but also provide assistance to these individuals by providing lifelines and other things such as that. But this is a very difficult thing just to talk about, so I decided to talk about when being involved in school sports or other activities in your community, the struggles that these individuals face.
One way that the transgender community can stay involved in their community and have support is Trans Lifeline, which is an organization that provides support groups and assistance to the trans community. They are most known for their lifeline that you can call at any time if you need assistance, help, guidance, or really whatever you would like to talk about with them. What many do not know is that they provide many other resources and support groups for different spectrums. They have many different resources and links to find what you are truly looking for. Some things that they offer are centers and lists of virtual support groups that you can join. They also have trans meetups for if you are trying to meet up with another transgender in your community. They also have mentoring and resource books for trans bodies.
Trans Lifeline is just one organization that provides assistance to the transgender community, but there are many other resources. The American Bar Association is a organization that provides lists of different popular resources that the transgender community has. This includes the Trevor Project Lifeline, which is another lifeline similar to Trans Lifeline. They also have many sections that overview knowing your rights. So this can include the American Civil Liberty Union and things like that, so that the transgender community is really just aware on what they really do have for rights. Then there's also other organizations like the National Center for Transgender Equality, Gender Proud, Transgender Law Services, and Legal Services, and they provide many links and many different resources for these individuals. If they do come into something like that, where should I go? What is the most effective legal service that I can get with being treated equally? So it provides all of these things, and it's very beneficial because it's just one site that overviews multiple different resources and organizations that can help this community.
I'm now going to be talking to AJ, who is a transgender individual, on the things that help him as a transgender in the community, but also things that he goes through on a daily basis due to being transgender.
Hi, my name is AJ. I'm 11 years old and I am transgender.
What opportunities do you have that help you feel more comfortable and safe in your community? And how has this helped your mental health?
I am part of an organization called BCAI. It stands for Breaking Chains and Advancing Increases. Before BCAI, I felt very lonely and I thought that I was the only one out there that was transgender. But now after BCAI, that I have felt very welcomed and comfortable with them, and I feel like I have a spot in this community. At BCAI, I am a breakdancer, and I am in their summer camp.
One way that many trans individuals participate in their community is drag. Drag is a form of self-expression by either dressing up masculine or feminine. Not all of those who want to participate can due to the fact that they don't really know anything about it, or it's really just not vocalized in the community that they're living in. This creates division in society that needs to be addressed. Having more opportunities for transgenders can help their community and also the rest of the world to participate as well, which could severely help the rates of mental health illnesses in the trans community.
What other things are you involved in that help you with your mental health?
I'm involved in the drag community. Drag is where you can express yourself as much as you want, and you dance for people and entertain them. I started drag. I always loved watching drag shows and dancing, so I was at a drag show one time, and I asked to get on the stage, and I danced with Seduction, and then she asked me to do drag, and I did drag, and I feel very comfortable with drag, and I feel like I have a spot in the community, and I can express myself. And Seduction is my drag mom, and a drag mom is where like a lot of transgender people and people that are part of the LGBT community, like their family doesn't accept them, so that's where drag moms come in, and they like adopt them, and they give them a place in their community.
AJ kind of speaks on the adoption process of a drag mom, but really what it is if these individuals are taken out of their home or kicked out or really just in a bad situation at their home life. Many individuals resort to drag because they are left with no home, no education, or even on the streets, and this honestly could drastically impact anybody's mental health if this happened to them. And so basically what a drag mom does is they adopt this individual, and they stand as a mentor and help them guide them into having a successful life, continuing their education, and really just being there for them. And this is a really big part of the culture of transgenders because this happens to many of them, and this is very beneficial and helps them, especially if this happens at a younger age, that they always feel like they have someone to depend on. And that is why having these opportunities for these individuals and spreading awareness that these things do exist, that can really beneficially help them stay on a better track to their mental health. That having a supportive family, having a community, can really help with the rates of mental illness and suicide between these individuals, and that is something that is really important.
What are things that would make it easier for you as a transgender or being a part of the LGBT community?
One thing that really hurts me is when my father's side of the family is unsupported, and it's mostly my father when they call me by the wrong pronouns and by my dead name. It really hurts me, and I would like it if they were more supportive. I really don't like it when they call me that because it makes me not feel like AJ, which I want to feel like AJ, because I don't like when other people talk about me that like I'm not like AJ. So
a statistic shows that Kimberly Fuller created a sample of 345 people living in North America, which showed that the lowest levels of gender-related family support and those who provided more support had lower levels of psychological depression.
What are some of the things that you struggle with at school and being in sports that are hard for as a transgender?
When I'm in school, I get bullied a lot because of my gender and my height. My height is a really hard thing to deal with, and I get bullied because I'm not the same size as other kids. And I'm in wrestling, and I get bullied a lot because people think just because I don't have boys' body parts and all of their testosterone and all of that stuff, they think I'm not stronger, but they might be stronger physically, but me, I'm stronger than them mentally, and it really hurts me how I have to deal with that. And then I hate the locker room situation. It's very uncomfortable because there's all these boys around me, and then if I have to change, they're all bullying me, and they're like, wait a minute, what, why are you like that? And I really don't know what to say, and it really hurts me.
Although AJ is just one transgender individual, many transgenders can relate to his story, as 75% of transgender students feel unsafe at school because of their gender expression, according to a 2015 National School Climate Survey.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
I would like to add, if you have anyone that is going under a really bad situation and they are having a hard time expressing themselves and they need to come out, just be nice and support them, and be one of those people that I might have not had. And because without the family and friends that I have today, I don't know if I would be here. I don't know if I would be AJ, and I would be stuck in a body that I don't like.
Many of those in the transgender community do not feel accepted in society. They do not feel accepted in school, work, sports, and in their everyday lives. This community has many barriers to their everyday life just to the sole fact of what they identify as. Educating the transgender community itself allows these individuals to not only feel safe and accepted in their communities, but also to create opportunities for ways to improve their mental health.